Morning everyone, let's just see me camera angle. Right, usual oil paints, cadmium yellow light, yellow oak, cadmium red, ultramarine, burnt sienna, and this Payne's grey, which I don't count as a colour, so 5 colour painting. So we've got the black and the dark Payne's grey and white, titanium white. I've got a bit of alkyd resin, Griffin white. Probably I'll put some more out. Just because use more white than anything else. If I've done that on there. Okay. All right, I'm going to do my usual stuff. I'm going to do another river scene. Because we go down, us cyclists, well, us sort of weekend cyclists really, go out every Tuesday morning, weather permitting, along the River Wandle, and it's always on my mind, but I just do versions of it. They're not exact. I don't like painting exact, but I try to keep it as simple as possible because I think most of us start with landscapes. It's the obvious thing for new painters to try. Right, okay, so we've got here some fast drying oil mixed with a bit of linseed oil. It's been open since Saturday. I haven't done much this week so far. Yesterday after the bike ride, all I wanted to do was just sit in the armchair in front of the TV and watch Netflix. It's a great documentary on Andy Warhol. There's a number of episodes, shall I say. Not everybody's cup of tea, but he was one of the most influential painters of his time. It's not for the faint-hearted, I might say. It's rather louche, but nevertheless, he did. He was a major figure in the art world, and not just with artists, but with artists like musicians such as Elton John, and I think Jerry Hall, the wife of Mick Jagger. But very interesting. So on Monday I tried to do something, just rubbish. It ended up looking like a bit of a Sean Scully, you know. So I'm not going to publish it. Right, okay. Here we go. Let's get a bit of blue and a bit of the white, and get a sky in. Now, whatever you put on initially, you can change. So this is a piece of watercolour paper, which I've primed, given a couple of coats of primer with PVA glue. Okay, well let's just get that bit of oil in there. Now the paper is a bit shiny now with those 2 coats of PVA glue. I'll show you what I've done. I've got some hobby craft. This particular, I used to buy half gallons of PVA glue. Just that one. So children, it's pretty harmless. White glue, dries clear, 500 millilitres bottle. It's PVA glue, and I add a bit of water to it just to make it flow better when I'm sort of varnishing, and you can use it as a varnish for acrylics. It's very, very useful, and you can even stick your watercolour paper demos to a piece of MDF or hardboard, masonite, I think you call it in America. Right, okay, I'm going to just I've got a cloth there. Just clean a bit of that off. and we'll have a bit of burnt sienna, a bit of oil. Let's get some nice cloud, like summer clouds. Well, we haven't got summer yet, it's still very cold. Although we had a lovely couple of afternoons, Monday and yesterday. Superb weather, because on my patio it's very sheltered, and that's not very good, is it? So I'll put some trees in now. I like making my trees with red, blue, that gives a lovely colour. We have the shape of the land coming down here. I'm making a painting, or trying to make a painting, but remember that you're creating a piece of art. And not an actual painting of anything that actually exists. It's having fun with the paint, really. Down there. Let's get a bit darker in there. A bit of blue. Let's have a bit of shadow in here. You don't want both sides to be symmetrical. Make one side dominant and the other side smaller, in other words. Okay, we've got plenty of colour in that. Okay, I'll go back over that sky. I'm not just let that oil dry a bit. Really need another bit of toweling. Right, let's go back and do some more colour in this here. Shadow. I can imagine that we're cycling down a path along here, with the other side here. Right, now we're going into a distance, so a bit of blue. So let's get a bit of blue. So we just get that blue in there, just try and get the horizon horizontal. So, just a little bit of a... Oh, that'll do. We can put a bit of counter chain. Well, let's go back to dark. I'll use a bit of Payne's grey. Same there. Okay, now we're going to put the backs now. The River Wandle is not very wide, but it is a Surrey chalk stream, or a chalk stream, one of 200 in the world. But although most of them are in England, because it's on a chalk, the River Chalk and the Trout Lake Chalk. And put some tarks in here to replicate the banks. I'm going to go over this with some lighter stuff and some reflections. Oh, let's get some carpet bird sienna in there. Alright, well that's the basis of our picture. I'll get a bit of dark. Right, we'll texture that. Clean the brush. I only clean my brushes at the end, and I clean them in a good quality dish washing up liquid, and you can almost hear it surrendering. Right, now I want to go back over that sky now. It's going a bit tacky now. This is good, and we want blue. And we'll just try to model that into some sort of form. I love doing oil painting. It's very therapeutic. I really can't say much more in watercolour. I've always done it, but now I just love this sort of painting. Let's come down into that horizon, or tops of those trees. And also I've decided that when you paint water, paint it sort of a lighter shade than the sky that it reflects. You can go up in that a bit with, I'll show you. I'll use one of these brushes. So we just have this lovely red, blue, yellow, more blue. Okay, do the same the other side. Just go up to meet the sky. There we go. I've got to texture some of this, some of the trees, but we'll do that once we've got this picture established. I'm just going to clean this brush. Get that one, and we'll have a bit of burnt sienna and a bit of white. Get rid of that. Alright, so burnt sienna is very good in clouds, but don't use too much of it, otherwise it won't be luminous. Soften. Right, let's take those lines out of there. Okay. Right, so now texturing, just to sort that bit out there. Right, now we've got to do something with that water. So we've got a bit of nice cloud along there, and we can reflect that in the water. We'll go blue, slight blue. Just let that go. We'll go back to that. Now we're going to texture into what variety. So that's this spring. So bearing in mind what sort of spring we can. These are lovely brushes. When they wear out, that is. We don't call this detail, we call it texture. Bit of ochre, whoops, phone's gone. It's a sort of semi-abstract effect, but I'm not there. I try to go abstract from time to time, but it's not me really. I try to make something beautiful with tradition, if I can say that. Try to get some sort of grasses, blackberry, all that sort of stuff down here. do some of the other side. We can put the water going into that. What a bit of dark in there. Bit of red. And then we put some light over that. Look, just make it look as if you've got a bank along there. A bit of Alright, let's come over here now, just going in here. Now I'm only creating an illusion of detail. I'm not painting anything. I'm not even. Oh, you can do that. Ah, that works, doesn't it? Catching a little bit of light. Right, let's get some reedy stuff in there. Push, pull, quite a bit of a Right, go back to that water now. Look, just gently pull the reflections down. Look, just pull down. You can only do this while it's wet. a bit mucky here, so let's change a bit of that. Well, that bit blue. Just guessing this. A bit of that. Oops, got a bit of blue on it. Who's that? That, oh, nothing. Right, so we want to just add a bit of a lighter texture. Right, I'll put a mount around that. I hope you find that quite interesting. Find a mount. Well, there we are. Got another one. That side is not as good as that side, but hey, it's a demo. Let's put a bit of dark in there. A little bit of catching the sun. Okay, well there we are, River Wandle. Sopping wet, so I hope you like it. Right, I've got a hospital appointment, well a clinic. Got to have a heart monitor fitted. That's what we're trying to find out why I've had a couple of collapses, only briefly, at the beginning of the year. So they've been investigating me. My neck is not very good, but that is due to painting and doing all this with your head, and you don't know you're doing it, and over the years it sort of builds up pressure. So wish me luck. But I just wonder if what I can do is just lift a bit of texture out. Yeah, look, it's an easy way of doing trunks. Right, okay. Well, there they go. Thanks for watching. I'll just come out of that so you can see it full on. Got quite a bit bit of bright there, but I don't mind. Quite happy about that. That's a painting. See you soon. Bye bye.